Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Grand Theft Maniac. While we're anticipating the announcement of new games that might be launched for PS5, let's have a look at one of the finest games ever produced. GTA 5 has made more money than any movie, album, or video game. So much so that even after 7 years of release, it is still printing Rockstar Games a hefty sum. But we all know what will happen when GTA 6 is going to release. With that in mind, here's why GTA 6 is going to be the best game of all time. Number 1, better real estate system. As opposed to the GTA 5 online real estate system where players can openly buy any property they please, the GTA Story Mode real estate system was very disappointing to fans. Although the story mode had 3 different protagonists and there were certain missions set in their unique houses, there was still hope that after the main story mode, we would be able to buy luxurious houses, which was unfortunately not the case. The feature in GTA 6 would allow players to buy any property for sale and can have the option to live in it and customize to our best wishes. It would add more incentive to save up money, and players would for sure find unique and cool ways to make their houses stand out from the rest.
Office. So this is where the magic happens. This is something that should have been in the game from day one. It's the ability to buy and sell.
Number 2, Red Dead's weather system. This one seems like the most likely feature to be implemented into GTA 6. Rockstar Games recently hit Red Dead Redemption 2 introduced a one-of-a-kind weather system that would alter the realism of GTA 6. One of the main components of this system was a variety that was on the show throughout the story mode, which was set over multiple years. With rumors of GTA 6 also being set over the course of multiple years, we would see all the seasons be in play along with some other variable weather in GTA 6. The weather system received heavy praise in Red Dead Redemption 2, and it seems like a given that Rockstar Games uses the same for their next
updates and up-to-date news for GTA 6. Today we are going to be talking about some more information that involves crazy weather systems within GTA.
Title. Number 3, a strong single-player campaign. Grand Theft Auto Online is a license to print money even now. I'm convinced that it's most of why GTA 5 hasn't left the top 10 in NPD's video game sales charts over the last 7 years. My first point of concern is that Rockstar would take all the wrong lessons away from both GTA and Red Dead Online, and make the next game in either or both franchises into a primarily or strictly multiplayer experience. While I'd be shocked if there wasn't an online mode in the next Grand Theft Auto, with or without alien invasions, my hope is that it would be an add-on for the single player rather than an outright substitution.
Good place, and it'll take you back to single player. Once you're in single player, pause your game and go to the marketplace.
Number 4, embrace the fun. There was a version of this list where I got all the way to my second item before I realized I was describing a dream plan for a new next generation Saints Row. GTA could actually learn a lot from that franchise. Even if SR did start as a shameless GTA clone, there's a certain deliberate embrace of monotony in the basic Rockstar formula that's never quite set right with me, and which Saints Row seems to deliberately avoid. Rockstar loves to put in a lot of simulated everyday tasks to make its worlds feel lived in and genuine, like long drives or dull minigames, but Saints Row pitches much of that out the window in favor of making all of its fun immediately accessible. GTA 5 has a good first mission, but then you end up hip-deep in busy like yoga minigames, and the less said about the 3 first hours of Red Dead Redemption 2, the better. That isn't to say that GTA 6 should start with you playing as the president of space or something. A GTA game where you are initially some kind of low-tier criminal scumbag in a relatively mundane world is more of a departure from the series' core identity than I ever want to see. What it could stand to, however, is accelerate past all that boring mundanity as quickly as possible.
I think if Mike's sabotage. Oh, he's feeling right.
Number 5, subtler parody. Dan Houser has his strengths as a writer, but when he goes for satire, particularly in GTA, he wields it like a sledgehammer. That isn't to say that it isn't funny or effective, but it never fails to take me out of the game. Every commercial, billboard, ad, and product in GTA 5 is winking at the camera so hard that it might sprain something. Like a background gag in a Mel Brooks movie, whether it's Sprunk, Bleeder, Life Invader, or Taco Bomb, most of the businesses in GTA's warped version of Americana are explicitly busting on themselves in their own ad copy. It's like they're all trying to sell products via reverse psychology by claiming how dumb they are to their own prospective customers. Vangelico always sprung out at me in particular here, as a jewelry store that explicitly advertises that it sells blood diamonds and has a tagline replacing charm since 1852, making fun of everything it can reach is a proud, honorable GTA tradition. But it needs to be just a little more subtle than this to work as part of what's ostensibly a pseudo-realistic tone. It's fine to have a game world where everyone is stupid, selfish, corrupt, psychotic, or all four at once, but I shouldn't be wondering why every restaurant in the game appears to be in a suicide pact with its advertising firm. Number 6, return of iconic cities from previous games. There are a few things as nostalgic as visiting a location from previous games. Players rushed back to Grove Street as soon as they got their hands on GTA 5 and went back to Los Santos. With strong speculation that GTA 6 would be set in Vice City, and Rockstar's ambition to integrate the game worlds of all their previous games, GTA 6 might just be the game they decide to do it in. Taking advantage of the next-gen console hardware like PS5 and Xbox Series X might just result in Rockstar Games developing a much larger game in terms of scale. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.